break several times so he could process his feelings, but we missed each other so much that it never lasted more than a day or two. This latest break had been our longest separation. I hadn't seen him since last Monday, nearly a week. I was always scared he would get back with his ex, and my fears had been confirmed at the end of February when I discovered he was still pursuing Jennifer and had been lying to me about it for months. I was absolutely devastated and wasn't sure if he could fully let her go or if I could forgive him. He'd been going to therapy and making changes to show me it was me he wanted and he was over her, but I was still reluctant to go over to his house, the one he'd shared with her for 2 years. There were too many memories there. I tried to explain this to him via text when he asked me to come over to talk. I told him I missed him and was willing to hear him out, but I didn't want to fall right back into the same old pattern. He needed to court me and be consistent with his actions. I needed time. He said he understood, but he knew this would be a long and difficult conversation and felt it would be better to have it in the privacy of his own home. We made plans to go out to dinner somewhere on a real date, but at the last minute, I told him I would come over. He was right. I knew it would be an emotional talk and not one we should have in public. I told him I'd pick up a pie from Napoli's, our favorite pizza place. I pulled into the long driveway of Aaron's beautiful colonial-style home around 5:30 p.m. on Sunday. I was wearing a long cotton sundress, which was both comfortable and flattering. I wanted to look my best when we talked, but I also knew we would be lounging around at home, so I found something that accentuated my curves without looking like I was trying too hard. These seem like trivial considerations now, but I wanted to feel good about myself going into this crucial talk. I'd brought my work and overnight bags with me in case things went well, though. I still loved him, and I was hoping I could forgive him. It was a perfect sunny spring day on Mare Island, the temperature in the 70s. So when I got there, the windows in the family room were wide open, letting in the steady ocean breeze that kept the house cool on even the hottest days. I had my guard up at first, and gave Aaron a half-hearted one-armed hug when I walked into his kitchen. I was still crushed by his betrayal, and I wanted to protect myself. He immediately started sobbing into my neck, apologizing profusely. I started to melt, nuzzling my head against his and wrapping my arms around him. We grabbed a couple of Lagunitas IPAs and sat down on the couch to talk. He started off by apologizing again, thanking me for coming over, and saying how afraid he was that I wouldn't give him a second chance. He talked about how therapy was helping him understand his own behavior. He said he had cleared out the last of Jennifer's belongings and told her at work that morning they needed to limit their contact to just discussing patients. He was finally ready to commit to me fully and would do whatever it took to show me that. I told him I wanted to forgive him and move forward, but it might take time. I promised I would never throw it back in his face, but I might need to be honest about my feelings when I was hurting. As we spoke, we both cried, in relief and in pain, but we understood each other. He grabbed me, kissed me, hugged me like he never wanted to let me go. Earlier that day, I had resolved I wouldn't be intimate with him. But before I knew it, we were wrapped in each other's arms on the couch. There's something so strong and undeniable about our chemistry, and everything about the moment felt right. As we lay there, he looked at me with those beautiful big green eyes in utter adoration, the same way he had looked at me on our first date, before things got so complicated. Everything in the world seemed a million miles away. It was just him and me, our love, our connection. Nothing else mattered. Nothing could touch us. He offered to make us each an old-fashioned.